Right. Hello dear students, welcome to the another lecture of applied mechanics. So in the previous lecture we have started our chapter number 6, that is nothing but the centroid and center of gravity. So in the previous lecture we have discussed about the basics of centroid and what is center of gravity. After that we have seen the centroid of gravity by geometrical considerations. So all these portions we have seen in the previous lecture. So today we are going to discuss about the axis of reference. So before going to the axis of reference, just overlook once on these geometrical considerations because it is useful to us for solving the number of problems. So see here, basically we have some name of figures and shapes, and based on that we have the area of that particular figure, then position of that centroid, and also centroid of gravity with respect to x and y axis. So this n term is very important to us, and this area is also important to us. So now see, we have a different figures. One is the rectangular, second one is the square, third one is the triangle, then circle and semicircle. After that we have again one figure, that is nothing but the quarter circle. So these are the centroid of the gravity's geometrical condition. So now let's see what is the axis of reference. So you can see here the center of gravity of a body is always calculated with reference to some assumed axis known as axis of reference. So while we are solving the problems based on it, or we have to find out the center of gravity, so we have to consider one axis. It is a reference axis. Okay. So or sometimes with reference to some point of reference, or we can also consider any point, means left side or bottom side as a reference we can take. So after that, the axis of reference of plane figures is generally taken as the lowest line of the figure for calculating y bar and the left line of the figure for calculating x bar. So if we have given any object or any figure uh, from the above geometry figure, or we have again some different center of gravity shapes, so we will see in after. So while finding the x bar, means we have to calculating the x bar and y bar of that body, or we have to find out the center of gravity of that body. So while solving the center of gravity, when we are considering the y bar, it is taken from the lowest line of the figure. So where the lowest line is figure, from there we have to calculate the y bar, and where the left line of the that object, that is nothing but the x bar. So suppose, let's see here, for example, we will tell you, suppose we have one rectangle like this. Okay. So now if we have to find out the y bar, then from this bottom line we have to take a center of gravity, means up to here we have to calculate the y, right? But if we have to find out the x bar, so from this left side we have to consider that center point. So this is nothing but your x bar, right? So how we like this we can calculate x bar and y bar. Then center of gravity of plane figures. So you can see here the plane geometrical figures such as T section, I section and L section, etc. have only areas but no mass. The center of gravity of such figures is found out in the same way as that of solid body. So the center of area of such figure is known as centroid and coincide with center of gravity of the figure. It is common practice to use center of gravity for centroid and vice versa. Suppose we have some sections like this T section or I section or L section. So if these sections are given to us, at that time what will happen, if these sections are in a solid bodies or solid sections, then at that time the center of gravity or a centroid of gravity is the same, or it is a middle point of that section. Okay. So now you can see here, let x and y be the coordinates of the center of gravity with respect to some axis of reference. So while we have to find out the center of gravity, we have to use these formulas for this section. So here you can see x bar is nothing but the a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 plus so on. So how many areas we have given in that figure? Based on that, we have to calculate this a1 x1 a2 x2 a3 x3 divided by a1 a2 a3 a3 a4 and so on. Okay, like similar to the x axis, we have to find out y bar also. That is nothing but a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 plus so on. So based on the areas given and divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus so on. So this is the formula for finding the x bar and y bar. So now here you can see here a1, a2, a3, etc. are the areas into the whole figure. So what figure is given to us? So this a1, a2, a3 is nothing but the area of that figure. Suppose we have given a figure like this. One is the rectangle and another is a triangle over here. So here we have given two areas. This is the a1 and this is the a2. So we have to find out a1 and a2 also. So here x1 also we have to find out, y1 also we have to find out, here x2 also we have to find out, and y2 also we have to find out. So this a1 a2 is nothing but the area, and x1 x2 x3 etc. are respective coordinates of the areas a1 a2 and a3 on x axis with respect to same axis with reference. And similarly, if the area is given to the y axis, then are respective coordinates of the a1 a2 a3 on y axis respect to same axis of the reference. Okay, so this a1 a2, if in the problem they are mentioned the axis is not symmetrical, at that time we have to find out x1 and y1 both, and if the axis is symmetrical, then we have to find out only symmetrical axis, okay, which is given to you in a problem. So here if not symmetrical, then we have to find out a1 with that x1 and y1. Okay, so after that we can see here center of gravity of symmetrical sections. So sometimes the given section whose center of gravity is required to find out is a symmetrical about x axis or y axis. So here you can see what it said, center of gravity of symmetrical section. If the section given to you is a symmetrical, so here whose center of gravity is required to find out it symmetrical about x or y axis. In such cases, the procedure for calculating the center of gravity of body is very much simplified. Means if the symmetrical axis is given, then you can easily find out the center of gravity, as we only calculate either x axis, x bar or y bar. Means on which axis that part is symmetrical, you have to find out that axis only. You don't have to find out both x bar and y bar. You have to find out only one. It may be a x bar or it will be a y bar. Okay, so here you can see this is due to the reason that the center of gravity of body will lie on axis of symmetry. So after that, let's discuss the problem based on this. Then you will be understand what exactly is the symmetrical and how we can exactly find out the center of gravity. So here our example number 1, you can see here, find the center of gravity of 100 mm and 150 mm and 30 mm T section. So you have given a section. So here in this figure is given to you. So in this figure you have given a T section. You can see here this is the T section, right? And now here this section is symmetrical. How symmetrical? Because in the previous we have seen, here we have seen, if the section is a L shape, I shape or T shape, that sections are the symmetrical, right? So here we have given a T section, that's why it is a symmetrical section. Now you can see here from this axis, y axis, it can be a symmetrical. this portion is same and this portion is same, means mirror of this portion to this one. Okay, so this is the symmetrical section. So as the section is symmetrical about y axis, you can see here this is a symmetrical about y axis. So bisecting the wave, so this whole figure is nothing but we can call it a wave. Therefore its center of gravity will lie on the axis. Split up the section into two rectangles. So we have to split this whole section into rectangles. One is the ABCH. So this is our first rectangle, ABCH, right? And this one is the second rectangle, that is DEF and G. So this is your second rectangle. So we have to split this rectangle into two sections. So now after that we have to solve it one by one. We have to take all two rectangles. So this rectangle we have divided in a two parts. So this is our rectangle 1 and this is our rectangle 2, right? So let's see here. So first one, rectangle A B C H, right? So you can see the area of this rectangle, area of rectangle ABCH, that is nothing but A1. We have to find out area. We have to find out. So what is the area of rectangle? That is nothing but the length into what? Height. So this is the area, this is the length, and this is the height. This is the area of rectangle. So 100 multiplied by 30. So here area of rectangle is nothing but the L into H. So this formula is given to you in this table. So you can see here. So here the area of rectangle L into H, and what is the center of gravity formula you can take from here. So you have to remember this table for solving the number of problems based on it. Okay. So let's see what our problem said to us. So we have find out the area, that is L into H. The value of this is nothing but 100 into how much? 100 into 30. So here 100 into 30. So now just do the calculation of this, and what is the answer? So 31230. So 3000 is the answer of area 1. So this is your area 1 for rectangle ABCH. So this is the value of area. After that, what you have to do? You have to find out the x1 and y1. But here our section is a similar. That's why we have to take any one section, means only y axis, right? So we have to find out only y1. Don't need to find the x1. So here y1 is equal to, what is the formula of y1? We have discussed. So what we have to do, as I told you here, when we are considering the x-axis, we have to take this side, right? Means left portion. And when we are taking the y-axis, we have to take bottom side, right, from here. But we are discussing right now this. So this much means this total is a 150 minus this portion, right? So we have to take this 150 minus this rectangle. So what is the formula for y bar? That is nothing but this 30 means this height divided by 2. So here we have to take 150 minus height divided by 2, right? So you have to take 150 minus height is a 30 divided by 2, right? Now find solve calculation, do this calculation in your calci. So 150 minus 15, that is nothing but 135 mm. So here your y1 is equal to 135 mm square, right? So this is the your equation, your value of y1. So here is not our problem is completed. Now we have given one another section, that is section number 2, right? So for that you have to take second point, that is the rectangle D E F G, and area for that, that is nothing but A2 is equal to, so you can see here area of this rectangle is nothing but this is the height and this is the length, so L into H. So here what it is, L into H, right? So this is the 30 and this is 30, means up to here 150 minus this 30, so this is the 120 and this is the 30, so it is nothing but the 120 minus 30, sorry 120 multiplied by 30, so here 120 multiplied by 30, so area is nothing but how much? Do the calculation in your calci, you will get the answer. 12 3s are 36, right? And these two zeros, so mm square. So this is your area 2. So after finding the area 2, you have to find out the y bar or center of gravity. So here y2 is equal to, so now see here we have taken a from bottom line, right? So what is the value of this? So this portion we don't have to consider right now, we have to consider this much only. So here 150 minus 30, so this is our height, right? So this is the 120 and this is our x-axis, so we don't have to take this 30, so 120 divided by 2, that is the h by 2. So here what we have taken here, h by 2, so here you have to take h divided by 2, so height of second rectangle is 120 divided by 2, that is nothing but 60 mm, right? So this is your value of y2, 60. So all these two or these two rectangles have solved right now. So what you have to do, you have to take the formula. So here you can write one sentence. We know that, what we know that the distance between center of gravity of section and bottom of the flange FT, right? Bottom of the flange FT. So here y bar is equal to nothing but a1 y1 plus a2 y2 divided by a1 plus a2. So put the value here, so you will get the y bar. So here a1 y1 is nothing but the value of a1 is 3000 multiplied by value of y1 is 135 plus value of a2 is the 3600 multiplied by value of y2 is nothing but 60 divided by 3000 a1 plus 3600 a2. So now just do the calculation of that term, so you will get the answer. Y bar is equal to, this is nothing but the 3000 multiplied by 135 is nothing but how much? 405000 plus 216000 divided by 6600. So this is the calculation. Now do the calculation, add these two terms. So you will get 621,000 divided by 6600. So now to do the dividation of this term, so you will get the value of y bar. So what is the value of y bar? Yes, very good. That is nothing but 94.09 mm. So this is your answer. So like this, you can solve the number of problems based on it. So now see example number 2. Okay, so this is the second example based on it. So you will be better understand how you can solve the number of problem based on it, right? So see here, what is the problem said to you? That is nothing but find the centroid of unequal angle section 100 mm multiplied by 80 mm and 20 mm. So here you have given a figure like this. This figure is given to you. This is the L shape and this is given to you, right? So now here you can see, as the section is not symmetrical, here you can see all this section is not symmetrical. This is the, here is here central portion and here is here central portion, right? So this section is not symmetrical, it is not like a mirror image. So what you have to do, therefore we have to find out the values of x and y both for the angle section. Split up the section into two rectangles. So we have to split this section into two rectangles. This is our first rectangle and this is our second rectangle, right? So this rectangle we have split in a two ways. Now let's see how we can solve this. Let left face of the vertical section, left face of the vertical section and bottom face of the horizontal section be axis of reference, be a axis of reference. So here you can see this left section of this, we have to take a reference for x-axis, and this bottom section we have to take reference for y-axis. So this is the reference and this is a reference. So this is our reference for x and this is a reference for y-axis, right? So now let's take a rectangle 1. So here rectangle 1. So first thing we have to do, we have to find out the area. A1 is nothing but what the formula for area. So for this, L into height, so length into height. So here L into h. So length is how much? You can see here length is a 20 for first and height is a 100. So you can see here. Okay. So you can see here. Just wait a minute. So length is given to you, that is the how much? 20 into height is a 100. So how much it is a 2,000 mm square, that is the area. After that you have to find out the x1, because this is not a symmetrical. So you can see here x1 from here, this is the bottom or the reference line. From here to here our axis is a 20. So here 20 divided by 2 is nothing but our what? X1, that is the our L by 2 for x axis, right? So here we have to take L by 2, that is the 20 divided by 2. So 10 is nothing but the your x1, and for y1, so here you can see this is the reference from y1, right? So this total is nothing but the 100. From here to here it is the 100 divided by 2. So here length by 2, sorry, height by 2, so you have to take here h by 2. So here 100 divided by 2 is equal to 50 mm. So this is the value of what? Y1. So now take a rectangle, second, here second one, rectangle 2. So for this we have to find out the area 2. So let's see here what is the area of second rectangle. That is nothing but, here you can see this is the height of this is a 20, but length of this is a total this 60 minus this 20, because our second rectangle is from here, this much is our second rectangle, right? So from this 80 we have to minus this 20, means 60 into 20. So let's take a area 80 minus 20 multiplied by 20. So here 60 multiplied by 20, that is nothing but 1200 mm square. This is your area. Now you have to find out the x1. So here, now our reference line is here. You can see the reference line is here. So this 20 plus this rectangle. So this 20 is taken, we have to taken this 20 distance plus here what it said, height, sorry, length by 2. So for this much portion means 60 by 2 we have to take. So here x2 is nothing but that 20 plus length by 2. So here 20 plus length is a 60 divided by 2. So here 20 plus 30, that is nothing but 50 mm, right? Now let's see y2 is equal to, so from here we have to take y2, so that is nothing but 20 divided by 2, height by 2. So here your y2 is nothing but h by 2, that is the 20 divided by 2, so it is the 10 mm, right? So we have solved all the two rectangles a1 a2, x1 x2, y1 y2. So now you can write, we know that distance between center of gravity right, distance between center of gravity of the section and left face. So here x bar is equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 divided by a1 plus a2. So this is the formula. Now put the values of all the terms here. So a is nothing but 2000 multiplied by 10 plus 1200 multiplied by 50 divided by 2000 plus 1200. So now do the calculation of this term. So you will get the value like this. So x bar is equal to 2 4 times 0 plus 6 4 times 0 divided by 3200. Now again do the calculation of this term, that is nothing but the 8000, sorry 80,000 divided by 3200. Now you will get the value of x bar, that is nothing but 25 mm. So you have to do all this calculation in your calci. Now you get the value of x bar. Now you have to find out the value of y bar. So similarly you can find out it. So here similarly distance between center of gravity of the section and left face. Okay, so now see here, take a y bar. Y bar is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 divided by a1 plus a2. Now put the value of all these terms. So here 2000 multiplied by 50 plus 1200 multiplied by 10 divided by 2000 plus 1200. So now just do the calculation of this. So you will get the value, that is the 123 plus 123 divided by 3200. Now you will get the calculation of this, that is nothing but 1200 divided by 3200. So just do the calculation of this term, you will get the value of y bar, that is nothing but the 35. So here your problem is complete. So in the next lecture we will see the geometry, a center of gravity of some geometrical solid body. So this is the centroid of gravity for geometrical conditions. So like this you have to solve the number of problems. So we will meet in a next lecture. Thank you.